Hi everyone, and welcome to this video walkthrough in which we're going to show you how to make a cool map. Normally, and by cool I mean an interesting, fun project here that is a lot easier than you might think. If you've been following any of these videos along, we normally are doing FAQ related videos, which of course are important, but we thought it would be nice to show you how quickly you can make interesting maps in Mavin. And to do that, we're going to take a behind the scenes look here at one of the maps that we have live on our website, and that is the Los Angeles County fire map that's up there right now. Feel free to check it out. But we're going to actually make it now, so you don't even need to check it out. And understandably, people have come to us and questioned, how do I make something that complicated? Very fair question. But the answer is surprising, and it turns out it's really not that hard to make some of these maps that we have up. I'd love to tell you that I'm a mapping genius, and I certainly do map, but most of the projects that I've put together on our site didn't take more than 10 or 20 minutes. And this example is no different. In fact, you could put this together in a couple of minutes, let alone 10. So first and foremost, the key to making some of these cool and interesting maps on Mapmaven is to know where to find open data. Now, I am on the Los Angeles County GIS data portal website here, but that is not something that is limited to LA or LA County. Just about every major city, and certainly many more medium and small sized cities, have websites like this, as do counties and even states and the US as a whole. Also, foreign countries absolutely have a dearth of GIS data out there waiting to be found on the internet. The key is to really search for the term open data or GIS data or GIS data portal. Also, open source GIS data. Any of those search terms on Google or whichever search engine you're using are going to likely point you in the right direction. There is just so much out there, so feel free to poke around the internet in that regard. But I'm going to show you where I found this. So I've already typed in fire here to narrow it down because there's so much stuff that they have on here. And I am looking for a layer that shows me the extent of all of the fires that have taken place. And here it is. Los Angeles County Fire Department Historic Fire Perimeters. So you'll see in the bio here that it was collected by field personnel over many years. From there, you would click for shapefiles. Now, I've already gone ahead and downloaded them to save time for this video, but you would download them here and then upload them into Mapmaven, making sure that they are zipped. You would then go to Mapmaven and click create. Let's go to this one, actually. You would click create layer, hit that. You'll see that I have this waiting for me at my desktop, Fire Division Boundaries. Open. Mapmaven sees that it has all the necessary components of a shapefile to proceed. You then click Submit. And it is now in there. So let's see here. Fire Division Boundaries. Boom. And we get a notification down here as well. Perfect. So it's in there. Now we'll go to make a map. And you click New Map. We'll call this LA Fires since 1966, and granted it is 2018 now, so we are missing all this past year's data. I'm sure those of you who've been following the news know there's been a lot of fires, but this will still give you a sense of just how many fires are there. The key here, obviously you can write a description if you want, but the real key about this stage is this select layers button. Once you've clicked it, you'll see all of your layers available for your map. Add it. It's now in there. Let's take a look. Boom, right there. And then click Finish. Now, we might want to tweak that layer a bit, so let's go to that layer. I think it would be nice to add a little more transparency so that we can see what's in the back. And given that it's fire, I feel like red is a little bit more relatable as a color. So let's go ahead and make a transparent red happen. And I actually like that stroke color. Maybe we'll make it a little thicker here. Okay. And we'll then finish. All right, that layer is in this map. Let's go ahead and tweak it even further. And the goal here is really to make a professional level map that can be viewed almost instantly with this data that we made and used, well, frankly, just used to take a look at the history of fire here in the city, but could easily be shared with anyone. And they're going to know exactly what it is you're trying to convey. I'm going to go ahead and add our digital globe base map here. And this will really make it pop and add a whole nother level of professionalism and information to your data set, or rather map project. So you'll see we have all this satellite imagery. This is brought to you by Digital Globe, with whom we partner, and you can zoom in very close, much clearer than you're going to find on your typical Google Earth frame. And you'll see that I selected the one that has labels. You don't have to. And one quick clarification here: recent satellite labeled is going to obviously mean the imagery is more recent, but in cloudy areas it might have a little bit of clouds or haze, whereas the just plain satellite labeled might be a little older but more cloud free. Fortunately, LA is not a very cloudy place most of the year, so it's clear with the recent satellite labeled, so I'm going to go with that. So there we go, we've got this layer in, we've got all of these different polygons, and we can set the extent of the map too. I think that's a good zoom right there. Cool, downtown Atlanta right here. We'll click save and then finish. And then I want to show you one last thing that will really add a whole nother level of cool vector to this map. Now, it's already a useful map. It looks great with the satellite imagery, but to really get a sense of the scale of fires in LA, I think it's neat to add a tilt to your map. So, with Map Maven, you can actually look from a three-dimensional perspective at the data, zooming in and out, and you'll see Catalina Island highlighted there. Fun fact, Catalina Island is actually in Los Angeles County, not Orange County, so that's why it's highlighted. And these are all fires that have taken place in the last several decades. So you can click them, hover over them, and you'll see various information in regards to the fire and its boundary and so forth. And I made that in 2 minutes, and we already have nearly a newscast grade fire map right there with all the freeways and everything you need. So imagine, of course, if you're stacking layers, working with some of our data visualization tools and so forth, you can quite quickly with some of this publicly available data make some really cool stuff. And stay tuned for other walkthroughs on fun and interesting maps that you can make with Map Maven. We're always adding more stuff, and we love to hear from you if you have any requests or suggestions. Thanks.